Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are back on the PTS, as I'm sure you're kind of able to tell. We're going to be playing some BK today and showing off his new skins. So you get the first one at level 30, Honey King, and then you get the recolored version, for whatever reason they're really far apart, all the way at level 110, although the names are completely different. This one's just called Polar Bear. I haven't actually had a chance to play with either of these skins properly just yet. I did try and make this video once already, and the PTS was being really scuffed. It's come down and come back up since then, so that's kind of why I'm giving it another effort. If I had to explain quickly and kind of give my point of view, I'd probably give this one a 7 and the recolor an 8. I haven't really seen the effects of either of them, but the weapons just seem a little bit odd to me. They don't really match in with the skin, at least in my opinion, but they're definitely going for some sort of creepy angle, or at least I hope they are, because yeah, the weapons definitely seem a little bit cursed, to put it, I guess, politely, and his eyes also are a little bit weird. They're looking in different directions and they're just white dots. I don't really know how to explain it. If you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, I'm sure you get what I'm going for. Yeah, we'll jump into some games in a sec. For the actual setup, I'm just going to go for standard BK. I'm not really making it the focus of this video. If you want to see me, I guess, play with this in a variation of it, go ahead and check my last Bomb King video where I went a lot more in depth on him. But obviously today, similar to the other PTS videos I've had, we're going to be focusing on the skin and also seeing how Bomb King interacts with Vora. I'm sure I'll talk a bunch more about everything as we go through the video. There's no need for me to do it here all in the intro, so we'll go ahead and just queue for everything and then jump into a game. I should be able to find a game in the U because it is kind of a normal time. If I can't, I'll switch over to NA. Alright, well, for game 1, we've got Siege Timbermill, we've got a Tiberius, a Vivian, a Ceres, and a Vora. Shoutouts to the Ceres and also the Vivian, and then for this, another Vora, an Io, a Koga, a Dredge, and a Barrack. It's been about an hour since the intro to this video that you saw a couple seconds ago, mainly because every time I would find a game, it would then like drop it because somebody would leave, because overall the PTS has been a bit inconsistent. But now that we finally found one and we've actually been put in, we'll go ahead and grab our raw subjects and then the standard setup. We've got Predatory Instincts, we've got Unyielding Pressure, Mortal Reach Booby Trap, Tinkering, Hurl, Adrenaline Junkie, Lifelink, and Relentless Presence. Sure, I guess we'll start off with some Cauterize, I guess, just to show you some of the effects for this skin, because I have briefly seen this one. That's what they look like on the ground. The explosion effect is pretty damn cool. The mark it leaves on the floor is also kind of nice. The Q, on the other hand, is a little bit weird. It's definitely slightly louder, even though it's smaller, because it's like a perfect circle. The effects on it are pretty loud, and then the F doesn't really have any effects. The ultimate is a bit different, mainly because they actually changed Bomb King's animations, regardless of which skin you use. He actually has a different animation now, which I actually personally like because it is a lot clearer. There's some bombs for the Barrack. He should be gone. Nice. See if we can get rid of the IO as well. There's a double bomb for him. I'm going to throw an F over there, throw off the Dredge, make sure the Vora is fine. Hello, Koga. I guess you just want to get a free death. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cyrus, for the heals. Dredge just teleported up there. Can we get some bombs on him? Yes, we can. That's like 3 nearly. He's actually going to have to retreat for a little bit. I'll drop off the point and play a bit left. But if I had to rate a skin, because I've been rating them a lot recently, I'd probably rate it like a 7, 7.5, somewhere around there. We got a really clean kill there on the IO, and also the BK get bodied. This is a bad idea, but we might be able to get rid of the Dredge for free. Nice. Okay, I died to the Vora, but that's fine. We kept them off the point for quite a while. Either way, here's a look at the ultimate. You've got new animations and stuff, so it's easy to see what's going on. We're going to try and detonate right on the BK. Thanks, Ceres, for the heal. There goes the Barrack. We did get the objective loss, which is a shame. We also got rid of the Koga. I guess that was Luna on the point. Going to play a bit over here on right. There goes the IO. We've got rid of the Dredge as well. We can push up here and get rid of the Barrack. Yeah, here's a look at the Inspect, which I've actually not seen. For some reason, it shows his F instead of his normal weapon. Is that what it always does? I feel like it always shows his normal weapon. Does it not? Or does his F just usually look so close to his normal weapon that it looks the same? That's kind of cool. There's a bunch of bombs for the Dredge. He just jumped on top of all 3 of the ones I set up. Thank you very much. Throw the F, kind of go around the side here just to stop them from kind of piling up. We'll throw a Q over, get a reload in. I think somebody's going to come around. Yep, hello Dredge. And also IO. Thank you for the free double. They definitely weren't expecting me. Maybe we can get rid of the Barrack here before I die, although I think I might be a goner. Should I try and throw out the Q? Okay, doesn't matter. I didn't even finish the animation. Finished off our Cauterize, but there is the defense failed. Tiberius did try and run in, so did the Ceres. Vora came in a little bit late. There is the 0-2. Like I've already said, it's a bit of a rough one. For some reason, the Vora went for Wrecker, Life Rip, and then Chrono. So Tiberius went for Kill to Heal, Life Rip, Nimble, and Master Riding. Very strange. I don't know if he's actually here or not, because that's really weird item selection. We'll go ahead and use the ult and also the F. We'll go straight onto the Barrack and finish him off. Nice. Let's also get rid of the Luna. Did throw over some bombs for the Koga. He went for the ult. I think I might be dead. Never mind, he's gone. Should be able to get rid of the Dredge here as well. Cool, double. I'm playing really badly and somehow it's working out. We had a bomb on her. There was 200 damage for some reason. Just threw bombs up there to see if we could catch somebody off guard. Nobody even ran up, but it doesn't matter because there's the objective captured. Get rid of the Barrack. Nice. There goes the Dredge. I'm using my bombs kind of badly here, but somehow it's still working. Hello, IO. She just used her F to get over here. I kind of set up an accidental, I guess, planned flank play there. We'll throw a Q up there. Is that going to reach? No, a little bit too short. I will say though, even though I'm not really paying attention to sound effects or voice packs or stuff, the ones on this skin are surprisingly good. Dead to the Vora. Vora v Vora fight. Who's going to win? Vora. Okay, as you probably expected. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult. I don't know if I really want to go on the Dredge. I'd rather go around and see if we can get rid of somebody else. Koga went for the ult. We'll go ahead and just insta-kill him, I guess. That was a bit of a waste of my ultimate, to be honest. Didn't really want to use it on the Dredge, though, because he's been a free kill for a lot of this game. There we go. We'll pop the F backwards, throw over a Q. The servers really didn't want that to happen. Definitely kind of wish I went for chain reaction. We got rid of the Koga. Just going to stand on here to make sure we keep the overtime. Hello, Dredge. There we go. He is gone. Nice. It doesn't even feel like I'm playing on the PTS. That was what I was trying to say, though, because of the fact that we're not playing on NA servers and the ping is actually fine. We got rid of the barrack turret, by the way, when he used his ult. I was actually kind of clutch. I nearly got myself killed. IO ulted there. This is a very hectic ending play. And there we go. Somehow I managed to get the push successful. I really wish I was going for chain reaction, though, because I'm stacking bombs all the time, and I went for raw subjects, which isn't even helping me that much. Definitely feel like I should have gone for chain reaction, but hey, it's whatever. I don't really know what to get for items. I could get life rip or death hands. We'll go for death hands. Screw it. But yeah, what I've been trying to say is it doesn't even feel like I'm playing on the PTS because of the fact that I was able to find a game on EU and the servers are actually kind of fine. We're definitely still not perfect, obviously, because it's Paladin servers, but they're way better than they were in the rest of the PTS videos. There is the 3-2. I did barely anything that round. Hello, IO. You're also here. Let's get rid of him first. I'm stunned. I'm going to throw the F down. I guess we can try and go in aggressively. Don't know how the hell she was in range of the damage there, but I'll take it. Just got a stun on the Koga, who was running into my Q for some reason. Oh, he's not here. That explains why it's going so well. It's 45. That's why we're able to recover it so hard. It's because they're a man down. But okay, that explains a bit. Go ahead and pop the ult point blank range. Why not? Just insta-kill the barracks so we can't get his ult off or anything. But yeah, it's 45. That explains why we had such an easy round, and there is the victory. I feel like we played well. I didn't do too bad, but I don't know if we necessarily deserve to win, because if it was a 5v5, I think we probably would have lost. Either way, 25 to 681k is a way better stat than I was expecting, and also 260 seconds on the point. What? Honestly thought my stat there was going to be kind of ass, but we have the best stat in that game by quite a bit. Got to give my props to the Ceres. She healed for a ton, but that is way better than I thought I did, and I don't really know why. But I guess we'll go through the rest of them. The Tiberius did okay. The Vor did a pretty solid job. Like I said, Ceres did a really good job. The Vivian actually didn't do all that much. I felt like she was doing a ton there, but her stat kind of disagrees. I don't know. Shoutouts to Griffront on the enemy team. I appreciate the kind words. That was their barrack. But yeah, for their side, Dredge had a bit of a hard time. Barrack had a bit of a hard time. Koga DC'd at the end. The Vor was probably the person causing the most trouble. 19,775k. She did well. Then their IO did fine. She probably could have done a bit better, but I don't think it would have, won them the game or anything. Definitely the main thing was the Koga DC, but also the Dredge has a really low amount of credits for some reason. Why does he only have 900? I definitely have a ton more because of the objective time. I didn't feel like I was playing the objective that much, but apparently I was, and I also didn't feel like I was doing this well. I have no idea what that game was, but apparently I shredded. We'll go ahead and requeue for another one. Should have done that sooner because I probably just missed the game and it's going to take me another hour to queue, but we'll switch up the skin over to the polar bear one. Didn't think I'd really like Honey King all that much. It's still only at like a 7, 7.5, but I think if I go for this skin and then mix it in with the Pumpkin weapons, it would probably go up to an 8, mainly because I really like the weapons for this one and this skin in general, but I think this actually matches the weapons quite well. The other thing that I definitely want to mention is the new animations feel really good. Before, it was always kind of janky when BK ulted and you couldn't really tell the timing just from the visual side of things. The sound effect was always kind of consistent, but yeah, the visuals were kind of messed. They seem to be fixed and they're way, way more natural. Obviously, the loadout in that game worked really well. It's standard BK. Pretty much everybody rocks this sort of thing. I would have been better off going for chain reaction, that's for sure, because I was stacking bombs a ton, but raw subject still kind of helped. His bombs still don't feel perfectly synced. They did update it a few patches ago, but it still feels a little bit janky. Even though that game was on EU, it always felt like my bombs were like traveling further than the actual damage was coming from. I worded that terribly, but you get what I mean. The bomb would be here, the damage would be like all the way back here. It felt kind of misaligned. I did end up kind of adjusting to it by detonating my bombs late, but that isn't something you should have to do. His bombs should always have the damage lining up with where they actually are, so hopefully that gets fixed sometime. I don't know. Right, well, for game 2 we've got Siege Fish Market. I'm also just now realizing that this is the second Frosty skin Bomb King has. I forgot. So he's kind of got like 2 Halloween style ones and 2 Christmas ones. Just saying that I for some reason completely forgot. We've got Siege Fish Market though as the map for game 2. It only took me about half an hour to queue this time. For the teams, we've got a Maeve, a Ying, a Vora, and a Nando. And for their side, a Makoa, a Vora, an Io, a Talos, and a Leon. I will hopefully have a video on Tyra probably tomorrow or the day after, because that's the only one I haven't covered. And I've also barely seen that one in game for some reason. But to be honest, we have really been enjoying my time on the PTS so far. We're going to go ahead and grab Chain Reaction. Raw Subjects probably makes more sense, but I feel like I would have done better in the last game with it, so we'll grab it this time and maybe we'll see if that's true. We'll grab the same setup again. These ones are blue, and then the F is also blue. I was hoping the F would be orange and inverted, but it looks like it's the same. This seems to be a very similar thing to what we had with Zin the other day, but let's see the effects. Those are still orange. That's weird. Don't know if I'd say I dislike it just yet. The F is blue, but I think the F was blue before. The Q is still orange there. I wonder what the ultimate looks like. I didn't really pay attention to the ult effects before. A little bit disappointed with the skin so far though. Life Exchange, Cat Burglar, Unyielding Pressure, Formidable, Alacrity, Half Shell, Relentless Presence, Lifelink, and Inner Strength. Sure, we'll just go throw some bombs straight off the bat. We get a stun there on the Koa with our Q. There's a bunch of damage for him. Nice. Can we finish him off? No, he's pulling up the Q again because of his Half Shell. Got rid of the Luna. Didn't get lucky with the Q, sadly. There's some bombs for the Koa though. Oh my god, he's still up. That Half Shell is so annoying. I'm dead too. The Vora Vora probably shouldn't have ran in the middle. Where is that Nando? Did he die already? And a Q, maybe we can get rid of somebody. Okay, that's Leon just ulting me at point blank range. What the hell could I have possibly done against that? Also, your hat falls off when you die. Something that I didn't notice before. That's kind of funny. Of course, the time I go for chain reaction, I miss raw subjects, and then the time I went for raw subjects, I missed chain reaction. That's just kind of how it is. He just walked into all of my bombs, so we got a really free kill. OMG, they're so bad, and yet they're 0-2, so they clearly are doing at least decent. But Maeve is saying that she can't believe how bad they are. I feel like they're actually doing fine so far. They're definitely not doing anything crazy. I think we're just kind of struggling here as a team to kind of position ourselves and stuff. I feel like I've been doing decent damage. I definitely could be doing better though. The Mokoa half shell is a massive pain in the ass because he's throwing it up all of the goddamn time. Whenever we clear it, he gets it back in like a couple seconds. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult early and just drop down onto the Koa. Yeah, there we go. Can we finish him off? There's 2 bombs. No, I did get a bunch of damage. Bit of a janky play. Our Ying and our Maeve also just died. I don't know what Nando's doing. I feel like every time I'm dead, he's alive on full health and I don't know where he is. Definitely not saying that that's his fault. I'm just saying that I'm not really aware of where he is most of the time. We got rid of the Vora. I'm going to pop the F and try and jump on the point. He's going to hook me towards it, I guess, to make it a bit easier. I threw a Q. We'd managed to trigger the overtime, so that's kind of nice, although I think that might have happened anyway because it's 0-2. Nando jumped on, pops the ultimate. Maeve was on it a second ago. That's why she died. We're still kind of holding the overtime somehow. Threw over a Q, get some bombs here on the Koa. He's definitely still up though. My Q got a double stun, but there's nobody there, so there is the 0-3. They deserve the win. This should be a 0-4 game, to be honest, because as a team here, we're a mess. I feel like my stat in this one, which you'll probably see in a couple seconds, is going to be like a ton of damage and like no kills because we really haven't been finishing anybody off. I have max cauterize. I don't know what the rest of the team has for items. I went for the ult. I'm going to pop the F and jump over. Vora went for the ult on the Koa. There's some damage to him. I threw the Q down, but it isn't going to matter because there is the defeat. Stats page for this one is going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm going to have a ton of damage and no kills, but we just should see what everybody else has got. As for the actual skin, which I didn't really talk about all that much, I feel like it's a very similar thing. Personally, I kind of like the frosty aesthetic, which is why I'll most likely go for this if I grab it, but I'll probably use the Christmas weapons instead of the weapons for this one because for some reason they just kind of feel weird to me. No idea if I explained all that well, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. Shoutouts to M9 Aspect and also X Phaser. That was the Mokoa and also the Tars. I feel like I get recognized a crazy amount on the PTS, but yeah, shouts to a lot of them. For the stats, Ying did okay, definitely could have done a bit better. Vora struggled, the Nando struggled. I feel like I, did okay. I could have done miles better, but I didn't do terribly. I'd probably say the same thing for the Maeve. For their side, the Mokoa did pretty good. The IO was a massive pain in the ass. She healed for a ridiculous amount there. The Tars did really well. The Leon did okay, and so did the Vora. They had a super solid team. We did not. We were all kind of a mess there. To be honest with you, though, I think regardless of what I did there, that was going to be a loss. The Mokoa's half shell was a huge pain in the ass. The IO's heals alongside Luna and stuff was just a massive pain in the ass as well. And I feel like me trying to go through the Mokoa and the IO was going to be kind of impossible. We just didn't really have the damage output for it, whereas they didn't have a crazy amount of output, but yeah, they had the tank side covered and the healing side covered, which meant that they kind of had it in the bag. But yeah, there we go. That was BK. A bit of a cursed set of games and a bit of a cursed video overall. Like I said at the intro of this one, I have tried to record it once already, and the matches I had was so like separated because I had to wait like an hour nearly in between them, so it's also been a little bit cursed. And I guess to quickly summarize my opinions on the skins, I like them. They're definitely not bad. They will be some people's favorites for sure, but they're definitely not mine. I don't really know why I'd grab the polar bear one and the polar weapon instead of just going for the Christmas one, which is abominable. I forgot the name of it. Or why I'd grab Honey King instead of Pumpkin, but I guess if you don't have either of these two, then these are a pretty decent substitute. I just don't like the weapons. The weapons feel strange, and the recolored version doesn't really change that at all. The effects are pretty much the same. But yeah, they're solid. I'd rate this one like a 7, and then the Frosty one obviously like a 7.2 or something. I'm just a bit disappointed that they didn't change the effects or anything. They're pretty much just copy-pasted from this one. The F is the exact same. The weapon is blue instead of orange, but realistically there isn't very much difference between the two, and yet they're 70 levels apart in the battle pass, or 60 or 80 levels apart. I actually can't remember where they're at. I think this one was 30 and this one was 110, so yeah, 80 levels apart. Yeah, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today's somewhat cursed video. I feel like it kind of makes sense because the skins themselves are, slightly cursed. They're definitely not creepy or anything, but they're just a little bit off, at least for me. Maybe I'm the only person who feels that. I don't know, but I hope you have enjoyed today's video. That was my point. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.